Hey,
This better be
over
worth
here.
it. That's good to hear.
I don't think we've met yet.
Thought I heard
Hey.
you pacing around.
What is it?
Heads up.
Everything okay?
Yeah?
Heads up.
I'll get it done.
Move here.
No problem.
That'd keep anyone.
Just can't leave. That's out of me reach.
Here.
Will do.
Head over there.
Yep, I've got it. Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Tell the good doc what's wrong with you. Spend your caps, and I'll...
Not today.
Fine.
Almost out of stim packs. We'll need more soon.
Yeah, I haven't forgotten.
Hey, Doc.
You have some sort of medical problem here, or are you just yanking my chain?
Actually, I need some supplies for the road.
You got the caps, I got the goods.
A daughter like that. Right in front of their eyes. It's just horrible. I pray that never happens here.
I win again.
This sure way of getting me in the bath.
bitch, go! Let's do this.
Folks, I'd like to take a moment for something a little more personal than usual. As I'm sure you know too well, I haven't always been the best at this job. Hey, let's face it, I've been pretty terrible. Thanks to the efforts of a few of my friends. I've decided to change how I look at things, how I live my life. I'd like to just take this opportunity to thank the Vault Dweller for lending me a hand. I really do appreciate it. All right, folks.
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
If you're feeling down, here's Ella to put things in perspective.
Playing games with me, huh? What disappearing?
Shit! Lost.
time is here. Shite. What happened to them? They'll be back. You'll see.
Last mistake.
I ain't dying of this!
What's that?
Go away.
Okay. What the hell is a building that
Edward
nice doing
Deegan
in a
invited me
rundown
here.
city like
Oh,
this?
it's you. I thought you might change your mind. Come on in. Door's open.
Yes, me darling.
Come on. Let's go meet the boss.
Sounds good.
Jack, the new gal is here.
One moment. I just have to...
He'll be right with us.
Oh, damn. Clearly, I'll need to adjust the mixture. Hello. Welcome to Cabot House. I'm Jack Cabot.
Edward said you needed to talk to me before he hired me?
Yes, Edward finds it tiresome, but I always like to know personally everyone who works for me. Please, have a seat. How about a drink? Edward, the good bourbon, eh? Please, have a seat. Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time
Don't interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
The universe is a big place. Anything could be out there.
Wonderful. Most people's minds are too narrow to admit the possibilities of an infinite universe. But I'm not talking about flying saucers and little green men. I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet. The very origins of human civilization. Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend.
That's really interesting.
You're falling for this bullshit.
I'm glad to hear you say that. It's become my life's work. My approach is to combine a rigorous scientific method while keeping an absolutely open mind. So much has been closed off to us simply because people assumed they already knew the answers. My father excavated a city in the Rub al-Khali in Arabia, which he dated to more than 4,000 years before the rise of any known human civilization. The structures and artifacts were strange, disturbing even. Clearly not constructed for or by humans. I've spent my life trying to decipher what he uncovered.
Jack, can I tell her what I need her to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending her to look for the missing shipment.
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
Okay. You're officially hired. Congrats.
That was interesting.
Good. If you like that kind of thing, you've come to the right place. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
For starters, what's this package I'm looking for?
It's a metal case holding vials of serum. You don't need to worry about what it is. Jack needs it for his research. That's all you need to know. You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's just a secure building that we're using. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
I'm out of here.
Good luck. Don't get killed on your first job.
Oh, it's you.
Hey, I've got a question for you.
What?
What's going on at that old insane asylum?
I carry out some of my research there. That's all you need to know.
The more I know, the better I'll be at my job.
Well, I suppose that may be true. My father is confined in Parsons. For his own safety and everyone else's. He became dangerously unstable after handling an ancient artifact he found in Arabia. I've spent my life trying to figure out how to cure him. Any more questions?
I was intrigued by your theory about an ancient alien civilization.
Actually, it was my father's theory. Now proven beyond doubt, although only to me, unfortunately. There aren't many archaeology journals publishing these days.
What was your father's theory?
He believed that all of the earliest human civilizations shared some common parent that was unknown to history. Think of Atlantis. The myth of an advanced civilization destroyed by a cataclysm is shared by many widely separated ancient cultures. Eventually, he found what he was looking for. A lost city, buried beneath the sands of the empty quarter of the Arabian desert. Millennia older than the earliest human civilizations, but with technology that seems to have surpassed our own. And yet, everything about it is strange. Disturbing geometries, tools not made for human hands, carvings that hint at dimensions beyond our own.
You have proof?
Enough to satisfy me. Because of his illness, my father could not, or would not, explain exactly where he found the lost city. So I've had to confine my studies to what he brought back from his first expedition. But that's been enough to show beyond a doubt that the city he found wasn't made by or for human beings.
You said your father found a lost city?
Yes, he spent years looking, and was widely ridiculed by the so-called experts. I'm ashamed to say even I doubted him. But in the end, he found it. A lost city, buried in the sands of the Rub al-Khali, the empty quarter of Arabia.
I wanted to ask you about something else.
All right.
How'd your father manage to travel to Arabia with the whole world blown to hell?
Ah, well, that was before the war, when he was a young man.
Come on. The war was 200 years ago.
You know your history. Most people don't grasp how long ago the war really was. One of the effects of my father's illness was a slowing or arresting of the aging process. So, yes, he is well over 200 years old, as you suspected. Any more questions?
I've got to get going.
All right.
Look alive.
If something's on your mind, I'd love to hear about it.
Your thoughts?
Nothing's more satisfying than a smoking gun and a pocket full of caps.
That's all for now.
No problem.
place is off limits. You'd best move along.
Edward Deegan sent me. I'm looking for a missing package.
Oh, you're the new girl. So this package... Pretty sure we know where it is. The guys that shot Ben are holed up in the Parsons Creamery, just north of here.
Who are these guys? Raiders?
Sure. Assholes with guns. Although it's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Kinda like they're scouting this place or something. I don't like it. I'm glad you're gonna finally get rid of them.
Hi.
What do you want now?
What is this package, anyway?
It's a metal case, holding vials of serum. What is it? I don't know and I don't care. They pay the bills, I just work here. Are we done here?
So who took the package? Raiders?
Sure. Assholes with guns. Although it's weird that they're still hanging around so close. Kinda like they're scouting this place or something. I don't like it. I'm glad you're gonna finally get rid of them.
What is this place?
If Edward wanted you to know, he'd have told you.
Nothing else.
Okay.
Don't have the key.
Maria's in charge.
Talk to Maria if you need anything.
Ammo, caps, whatever you find, don't forget to share.
There?
That is not acceptable. Imogen is missing, and I want her found.
She's not missing, Mother.
So did
You
you
know
find
where
out what
she
happened
is?
to the courier?
No, but that doesn't
Your
mean...
sister is missing, and I want her
Just some
found.
raiders that ambushed him.
I don't like raiders operating so close to Parsons. I hope this isn't the start of something serious. What about the serum he was carrying? Did you get any of it back?
And you don't even care.
I'm not going to have...
There was only this one vial left.
Oh, good. I was afraid we wouldn't get any of it back. Here's your pay for the job. I'm throwing in a little bonus for bringing back the serum. That was good work. Now, as far as what's next. Oh, hell. I guess it's time you met Wilhelmina. Jack's not gonna be happy about it. Come on.
If your father were here, he'd send someone to find Imogen.
Mother, will you let it go, please?
Jack, I'll take care of it. Mrs. Cabot, don't worry. I'll send someone to find Imogen.
Thank you, Edward. I can always count on you. Why can't you be as devoted as dear Edward?
You shouldn't indulge her, Edward. It just makes her more impossible to deal with next time.
Just doing my job. Speaking of which, here's all we got back of the last delivery from Parsons. Raiders got the rest of it, I'm sorry to say.
Ah, good. Finally. This will help settle Mother down.
Imogen is Jack's sister. You probably figured that out yourself. She's, a little flighty. Impulsive. From time to time, she runs off. Usually with a new boyfriend. Then I send somebody to bring her home.
Great. The sister's even crazier than Jack.
She's not crazy. She just wants the world to be a different place than it really is. I don't know where she's gone, but I can give you a place to start. She's been spending a lot of time in Good Neighbor, at the jazz club there, the third rail. Somebody there must know something. She's not known for keeping her mouth shut.
What if she doesn't want to come home?
Obviously, as one of the family, you can't just knock her in the head and drag her home by her heels. Usually, by the time I send someone after her, she's gotten bored with the whole thing and is ready to come home. I'm sure you'll think of something. You're supposed to be resourceful, remember?
Got a minute?
Can it wait? I was just in the middle of something.
I've got to get going.
All right.
Hello, Wilhelmina.
I just can't bear to think what might have happened to poor Imogen.
Wow. This place is a shithole. And here I thought it couldn't get any worse than the combat zone.
Hancock says newcomers are welcome in the third rail. Go on in.
I see you looking
Huh?
around
Yeah?
the corner. Come on inside.
Oi, we got beer.
Pull up a
You ain't
chair.
buying beer, you ain't buying.
No need to
Just looking.
feel
Fine.
like a stranger. 'Cause we're all a little strange in here.
Charlie,
Paying customers only.
Have you got a history?
do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Name rings a bell. Kind of balmy. Haven't seen her in a while, though. Try Magnolia. She likes to make friends with people. She might know more about this missing bird. Magnolia! This gal wants a word.
Excuse me, miss.
Well, what's the matter, sweetheart? Don't tell me you didn't like the song.
I just wanted to talk to you.
Ugh. That's the worst pickup line I've ever heard. You're embarrassing me.
Well, I thought that's what we were doing. Now, there's something special about you, isn't there? Don't tell me. Let me guess. You've got the cocky smirk of a gambler. Well, I can relate. Lady Luck is probably my second favorite lover. So what brings a woman like you to my part of town?
Me? Playing a game. First idiot who grabs my ass gets his arm broken. 10 points if he's drunk.
That sounds like the beginning of a great song. I think you and I are gonna get along. So it's my turn to answer questions, right? What can I do for you?
Do you know Emma Jean Cabot?
Emma Jean? Sure. I know her. I haven't seen her in a while, though. Are you a friend of hers?
She's missing, and her family's worried about her.
Well, I'm glad somebody's looking out for her. She seems like a body that could use looking after.
I just need to know where she is.
There was this preacher fella who used to come in here all the time. One of the slick ones. Always going on about remaking your life and so on. Most of the customers wouldn't give him the time of day, but Emma Jean, she latched on to him for some reason. I don't suppose it hurt that he was easy on the eyes. Intense. Some women find that irresistible. Pam, would you come over here a minute?
Is there a problem, Miss Magnolia?
No, this lady here was just looking for Emma Jean. Do you happen to know where that preacher fella came from?
Brother Thomas.
Yes, that's right. The one Emma Jean was always hanging on.
Had to throw him out. Wouldn't stop bothering customers with that salvation racket. Kept going on and on about joining him at the back bay. Then he'd shove those stupid flyers in your face. Here, I kept one of them, just in case he didn't pay his bar tab.
Well, thanks, honey. You were a big help.
Anything for you, miss.
I hope Emma Jean's all right. I didn't much like the idea of her going off with that preacher fella. Something I can do for you, gorgeous?
I was wondering if we could get to know each other better.
Oh, really? Go on.
I wouldn't mind hearing another song.
A good musician listens to her audience. How about this one?
What'll it be?
Look alive.
Need something?
You saw that big explosion?
What's up, Pete?
CIT?
Over at
Need
CIT?
something, lover. That's where the Institute
Say
does
that's
start.
where the Institute
Your thoughts?
Next person that asked me to shag is getting a...
That was it?
No problem.
Out of control like a world war starting to brew. Baby, it's just
Someday win again! What? Who's there? Here's playing tricks on me again.
I'm gonna rip your limbs off. Oh, that must have hurt. Whoa, whoa. Oh, no, you don't. Or is this too easy? Nothing. Shite! I was just getting warmed up. Something's ghosting us.
I hope you decide to change your life today.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
I don't have time for this.
You should make time for something this important, neighbor. Something that could change your life, and maybe the whole Commonwealth. We call ourselves the Pillars of the Community. We're a pretty new movement, so you may not have heard of us. But we're growing fast all across the Commonwealth, and you can be part of this exciting future. Step right this way, and I'll be happy to tell you all about our movement and how you can be a part of it.
Sounds good.
Well, that's just fantastic. I know you're going to fit right in around here.
Hello, neighbor.
Don't be shy. Just follow me. Right this way, neighbor. Don't worry. I don't bite. I'm always excited to welcome a new member into our fold. Alrighty. I hope you're as excited as I am. This is one of my favorite parts of the job, getting to welcome new members into our movement. The first step is simple. You have to learn to give up your attachment to material possessions in order to gain the ability to have true wealth, health, and happiness. Just go ahead and give me everything you own, and I'll initiate you as a first-level pillar of the community.
Don't look at me like that. You know there's no way I'm giving this idiot a thing.
You've got to be kidding. You want me to give you everything I have?
The first step is the hardest, neighbor. But it's the only way to cast off your old life and start on the road towards your future health, wealth, and happiness. Don't you think that's worth a small temporary sacrifice?
I'll have to think about it a bit more before I decide.
No, sorry. I'm afraid we're past that point. You really do need to give me everything. Now.
What if I've changed my mind and don't want to join anymore?
No, sorry. I'm afraid we're past that point. You really do need to give me everything. Now.
Okay, fine. Here's everything I've got.
Good choice. Congratulations. You're officially a pillar of the community. Now get the fuck out of my office.
I'm looking for Emma Jean Cabot.
Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
I'm a friend of the family. Maybe I can talk some sense into her.
Oh, come on. These idiots aren't gonna listen to reason.
Look, the truth is, we had a little, disagreement about her joining the movement. She got kind of violent. So I locked her in there until I could figure out what to do with her. If you're willing to take her off my hands, let me unlock the door for you, and then she's all yours. I've got to warn you, she's way stronger than she looks. It took all of us combined to even get her locked up in there. All yours, pal.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit younger.
How rude. Don't you know to never mention a lady's age? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment. I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society. Back when there was any.
What happens if you don't get more serum?
Oh, I don't think we need to worry about that. I've gone without a treatment much longer before with no lasting effect.
Actually, there's only one vial of the serum left. Raiders got the rest.
I'd better get home before Mother convinces Jack that she needs all of it. That he could still be such a mama's boy at his age is ridiculous. I'm so disappointed in Thomas. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we came here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Your boyfriend Thomas was a real charmer.
I was done with him, and he shouldn't have locked me in here. Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
Sure. Just keep your shirt on.
Hey, Kate.
What do you need, darling?
Your thoughts?
Only thing better than getting pissed is picking a fight. Am I right?
What are your thoughts on our relationship?
You don't have to ask me that. You just need to listen to your heart.
Didn't have anything else.
Sure.
I'm so glad you decided to join us. Welcome.
Hey there.
What now?
How will I know when I'm ready for level 2?
Oh, you'll know. Good things will start to happen. You'll see. You just have to keep working on level 1 until they do.
Can't you already feel your life is changing for the better?
What now?
I just wanted to thank you. Becoming a pillar has changed my life.
Oh, thanks. Just keep working on level 1 and see if good things don't start to happen. I deserve a better life. Am I right?
I think I'm almost ready for level 2.
You won't regret becoming a pillar. I never have.
I deserve a better life. A better life is coming. A better life is almost here.
I'm so glad you decided to join us.
Don't mind me. Just admiring the view.
Go ahead.
Hey, Jack.
Not now. Damn, the signal is strangely weak.
Oh my
Edward,
God, it's
switch
happening.
over to the Hartley modulator. Do you copy?
Switching now. How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there.
Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Hello? Edward? Come in. Edward! Ah! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
Oh. What do you want?
What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
I found Imogene. She's fine.
Oh, yes, good.
Thank God. At least one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here. I hope that's the right amount. Now, we really need to focus on the current emergency.
How can you be so callous about your sister's safety?
I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
What exactly does this serum do?
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old. But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
Where do you get this serum from?
As you probably guessed, my father is the source of the serum.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling her all this?
In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
We'd better get to Parsons right away, then.
Exactly right. Before we go, I need you to understand something. When we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what I tell you. Nothing more, nothing less. Is that clear?
Got it.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need for a serious battle. I'll wait for you outside.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.
Hey, I've got a question for you.
We need to get to Parsons. Ready?
Wow.
Let's go.
Well,
just to be clear,
that doesn't leave much to the imagination now, does it?
Allow Lorenzo to be freed from Parsons. I would have lost my father forever. I refuse to let that happen after spending so long trying to cure him. It's the artifact that's made Lorenzo so dangerous. I'm sure his psychosis would be cured if it could be removed. But so far, all my attempts have failed. It's fused too tightly with his nervous system. I'm well aware of the apparent conflict of interest in my father being the source of the treatment that is prolonging my own life. But I assure you that if I had the chance...
Cricket.
So many guns in so little time. You just gotta buy them.
I'll take a look, sure.
Oh, goody. Let's make mischief.
Must be getting junky.
Lost him.
Got a minute?
Just follow me.
More often.
We can win.
It's over. For now.
Oh, sure. And what am I supposed to wear?
Packages will be safe coming through here.
Edward's men seem to have given a good account of themselves, but not good enough, sadly. We need to get to my office. From there, we can see how bad things really are. Okay, stick close, follow my orders, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Let's go. Door's blocked from the other side somehow.
But this
We'll have to
place is
find a way
giving me
around.
the shivers.
Can't pick this.
Nothing but dust and junk.
Oh, wait.
Huh?
Listen.
Light him up! Something's broken! This bench is bulletproof!
Is that all you've got? Time to have some fun. You killed him. Load him with boots. Hold up. You hear that? Better be worth it. That must have hurt. Job that I love.
Out of bobby pins.
First crack at the gear.
You okay?
Don't worry about me.
Edward, how badly are you hurt?
I'm not dead yet, but I don't think I can get up.
You kept them from using the elevator?
Yeah. I sent the elevator down to the basement, like you wanted, and shut it down.
Good.
Shot quite a few of them before they decided to leave me alone in here. Haven't seen anybody for quite a while, I think. It's hard to keep track of time.
Are you sure you can't get up? I could really use your help.
Yeah, Jack. I'm pretty damn...
Bingo.
I'm sure.
Well, then don't worry about it. Me and your friend here will have to take care of things ourselves. They've definitely reached the basement. Although I don't understand how they knew how to get past it. It doesn't matter now. We'll have to go through the abandoned part of the building. It looks like the Abremlin field is still functioning. Although several of the security doors in the basement have already been breached. We'd better hurry if we want to stop them. They seem determined to reach Lorenzo for some reason. Hmm?
I'm not going any further until you tell me what's going on.
I suppose it's time you knew. It's hard to overstate exactly how dangerous the artifact has made Lorenzo. In addition to being homicidally psychotic, he has also gained enhanced strength and unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. He also commands a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. Now, we need to get to the basement before these intruders find a way to set Lorenzo free. Follow me.
Be careful, Jack. You too. I'll be all right.
Hey, Edward.
I just need to rest here a minute.
There. What the?
Swore I heard something.
Never seen him so eager to die.
This is my property. You are trespassing.
Ammo cap.
Don't you die on me!
How's it feel getting your arse kicked by a girl?
This is fucking crazy!
Is it just me? Or is this too easy? Floor with you.
Oh, man. Let's hope we can find a way through. The utility elevator is on the bottom floor. Come on.
Put up a good fight. Someone there?
Get the hell out of here!
enjoy this. Is this a joke? This has to be a joke. Gonna use you to scrape the mud off my boots.
Aw, man, come back!
Okay, that was some bullshit.
Fun.
Out of bobby pins.
Oh, I know you're...
Dying time is here.
I'm coming to see what that was. Shoot him! Shoot them all!
Where do you assholes keep coming from? Push him out! Too fucking easy. Oh, now it's on.
No way is this working! Oh, man, fuck this! I'm out!
Everybody else, why not you two?
Certainly seem to have arrived in force. Sorry, girlie. It was fun while it lasted. Fine, keep your shit.
You gotta be joking. Lasted longer than the other one, I'll give him that.
God's sake, how many of these bastards are there?
Fucking bullet in your head. I don't think you're already dead. Where'd that little bitch go?
No bobby
Dibs on the
pins.
loot. Another one bites the dust.
know nothing. At least it sure as hell looks that way. Share out fair like you said. Coming to see what that was. So, if you're like...
Good. The old utility elevator is still working. This will take us to the basement.
Basement. No way to pick this. Hey, Jack.
We need to hurry. Kill everyone you see. Don't hesitate. We can't let them release Lorenzo. Bremelin field. That's the only thing keeping Lorenzo from breaking out of there. We need to get in there and stop him.
Hello, Jack. It's been a long time since I've had the pleasure of a personal visit.
Father, I will stop this.
My powers have grown, Jack. The artifact still has so much to teach me. Once I am free, I will be happy to teach you too.
No, I can't let you out until I can remove the artifact. Let me see.
Ammo, caps, whatever you find,
They've
don't
locked
forget
down
to
all the
share.
security doors. I'll have to open them one by one from here while you work your way down the hallway. Quickly now.
That's right. You need to shut down the containment field in order to open the door.
You get this open, everyone gets ahead of the juice.
You're running out of time. That's right. You need to shut down the containment field in order to open the door.
They're almost through. Get that door open!
I'll be happy to show you how to get more
door.
of the serum.
Hurry!
As soon as you
Bremelin
let
field
me
is
out.
down.
Hey!
Apparently, even the
Man, fuck this! I'm out!
feel my strength returning. Now, I will finally be free.
This ain't
There's
worse.
still one chance. I just need a moment to enter the door.
Just getting warm.
Kill them, quickly! Quickly!
Whoa, whoa. You hear that?
Hurry!
You
Won't
lose.
be long. We can hold It's not too late.
Useless.
It will take some time for him to regain his powers. We still have a chance to stop him.
Excuse me.
Ah, at long last, you did the right thing. You'll see.
Father, don't do this.
Too late, Jack. Why don't you wait there so that we can have that little chat that's so long overdue?
Get away while you can.
It seems Jack doesn't want to talk to his father. We'll have to kill him, you know. And all the rest of them.
How long have you been locked up in here?
My loving son trapped me here in the year of our Lord, 1898, so, almost 400 years. I think you were about to agree to helping me kill Jack and the rest of my traitorous kin, yes?
Say I do help you kill Jack and the rest of your family. What's in it for me?
What Jack stole from me, I will give to you freely. The gift of immortality. But first, I have some unfinished business to deal with. With your help, I trust. Meet me at Cabot House. I'm sure that's where the rats will congregate. Let's go.
Hey,
What you need?
Kate, you got a minute?
If you want to talk, I'm here for you.
Your thoughts?
Nothing's more satisfying.
That was it?
No problem.
lost your mind? Why did you release Lorenzo?
I'm sorry I let him go. That was a mistake.
It's a little late for that epiphany. I'm sure Lorenzo's on his way to kill us all right now.
We could use her help, Jack. You did kind of drop her in the middle of that whole Lorenzo situation without much context.
Convince me that I should still trust you.
Now I understand why you locked him up. He's insane and has to be stopped.
Well, for Edward's sake, okay.
Oh my...
Ah, you're all here. Good.
How did you get in?
Hey, Jack.
Jack? My power. That's better.
Now you're starting to piss me off. We've got to do this more often.
It's a damn shame about Emma Jean. She was the only one of them I actually liked.
Now do you see? I told you what would happen if Lorenzo got free.
At least Wilhelmina wasn't killed.
No one would have been killed if you had just listened to me at Parsons!
I wasn't the cause of any of this.
You're right. I'm really just angry at myself for not finding a way to prevent all of this. Before you go, you did make the right choice in the end. So I feel I owe you something for your help. I think this is fair compensation. I won't be needing your services after this.
Hi, Mrs. Cabot. Got a minute?
You see now that I was right about Lorenzo. Too late, of course.
used to be scared of super mutants, but we taught him a lesson this time.
You're tuned to the Commonwealth. Diamond City Radio.
I got your damn move right here. Ah!
Help me! Someone!
Is this level 2?
Hell no! You're not going anywhere! Don't leave anything behind that might be useful.
honor to share the bird with you.
Your weapon is locked and loaded. Good hunting.